welcome back with Soaring with Ashley. I'm here to tell you about my experience of going to an interview, a face-to-face interview. I also received a CJO, letter of offer. So first, let me get started. I actually now currently work for a regional airline, so now I'm super happy because I am now moving on up and going to mainline. And mainline are normally the ones that are the major airlines that you see versus, and they're bigger versus regional airline. And that can be a whole nother video for that to explain later. So today I'm going to talk to you about flight attendant interview tips and how I contribute that to my experience. Make sure that, number one, you research. Research, research. I'm telling you this because they will ask you why so-and-so, why this company, why. What do you know about them? Research. If you don't know about them today in your interviews tomorrow, I bet you $100 you better go look it up because they're going to ask you. Yeah, just do a lot of research. Most of the time, a lot of the airlines in their interviews do the STAR method. If you don't know what the STAR method is, Google it, and it will tell you. STAR method. Definitely, Delta Airlines definitely goes by the STAR method. So if you're interested in Delta Airlines, I highly suggest that you do the STAR method and look it up if you don't know what it is. So with my experience, I actually did like a special hiring thing. So my application process took quicker than normal applications. Once I did that, I was able to pass through and not do a video interview and actually got quicker to the face-to-face. So I'm really glad that I got that opportunity. Actually, a mainline flight attendant told me about it, and she actually showed me where to go online and typed it in, and so thanks. I owe her one. Whenever I see her again, I'm gonna let her know that I got the job. So also, once they do that, they will call you and then they'll schedule an interview with you. Basically, I feel like the interview process too, before you even get to the face-to-face, is basically a test. You may think it's a struggle, like, wow, I gotta hurry up and pick something. They'll give you like a certain time frame date, and then you need to pick which day works best for you. If you have like a normal 9-to-5 job, it might be easier for you to take off depending on what job it was, but for me, it seems like it was more difficult being already a flight attendant from the airline. I actually had to work the original date that I was scheduled for. So I had to ask around, beg for people to take my shift and get people to help me out so that way I was able to go to that. And that's happened in the past. This particular one, I was able to quickly reschedule it. As soon as I found out that I was occupied that day, I changed the schedule and it gave me a different time frame. So, also, I think it's just also a test because they want to see how much you really want it. And be prepared, because some airlines cover your flight, some airlines don't. And most of the airlines don't cover your lounging if you do not live in that interview location. They could send you to Newark, they could send you to Houston, they could send you to JFK. Your interview could be in Orlando. So they tend to bestly put you towards the location where your address is that you put on your application. It just depends, but sometimes you're on your own. I've done a couple of face-to-face interviews with different airlines in the past, but I wasn't as serious as the one that I got now. And I didn't study. So when I tell you I was cramming for a week and my mind was exploding and how I was just prepping myself, prep yourself. Like, I am your final product, a witness that it works. It works, guys. It works. So back to the day of my face-to-face interview. When you're doing your face-to-face interview, your dress, whatever you're doing, get a picture, research a flight attendant, look at the image, female or male. How are their appearance? You should try to go to that interview and dress like you already have the job. Dress like a flight attendant. Have that blazer on. I just did a nice simple dress and I add a little touch of color with my blazer. Some people just want to keep it simple and just do a plain back. Some people don't want to stick out. That's fine, but at the end of the day, this is a competition and there's like thousands and thousands of applications that you're going up against. So at this point, they're going to look and see who is it. Do not come in with red hair. Don't come in with some off bright color highlights, because I promise you, even though you went through that interview process, you lost the job. You lost it already just by your appearance. You do not see a flight attendant with pink hair. You do not see a flight attendant with red hair. I don't think I saw one. Maybe in a different country, but you definitely do not see it in America. And you definitely don't see it in Emirates, because Emirates is, they're super strict on their appearance. So, don't come in with red hair. If you came in with red hair and you wonder why that they sent you home quickly on the van, that's probably why. You could say the right answers. You can say everything right till you're blue in the face. Your appearance is definitely what matters to them. Of course, if you come in showing tattoos, you're out. Try to make sure that your appearance looks like a flight attendant. If your hair is long, put it back. Put it in a bun. Put it in a nice ponytail. Make sure your hair is slicked back. Make sure that your hair looks like to the par. I'll let you know if you had short hair like mine, I kept it like this. And then also I probably like a little bit, like pulled it a little bit back. But it was just like simple. Like they know, like make sure the hair is really not in your face. Because at the end of the day, when you're serving the customers, your hair shouldn't be in the face. It should be visible for everyone to see. And I'm going to also say you can never go wrong with some red lipstick. I just finished a flight today and we're in Pittsburgh layover right now. So, yeah, I got the literature. But red lipstick, it doesn't hurt. Actually, that is like one of the colors that they definitely love is the red lipstick. So it does not hurt coming in with some red lipstick. So I had a little popping color on my lips. And I had my little blazer. Red blazer. So, men, come in a nice vest, come in a nice suit, a nice tie. If you want to be bold and do a little bright color tie, go for it. Have I seen a man do that? No. But if you want to be different and just make sure that you know what you're talking about in your interview, go for it. Now, move on to just be yourself. Be yourself. They can fish out if you're faking or not. They are going through thousands of people. I'm not saying they're going to do thousands of people every day. My particular interview was like 20-something people. And I ended up made it through 3 rounds, me and 2 other guys. And it's just crazy how the fact that I'm like, dang, we were making friends with people and we see how everybody is so nice, and then it just gets down to the 3 of us. And from what I wasn't able to contact the other person, but the other one I did, he got the offer. And the people who I know made it to like 2 rounds of this particular airline, they didn't get it. So it's a tough competition, and sometimes you just don't know what they're looking for. But if you're always just be yourself, the process can probably take a long time. With this, they actually, when I left, said they're going to call me or let me know with the email in 3 to 5 business days. I actually knew the next day in like 24 hours, and that was amazing. I wasn't going to be like up all night and just keep checking it every 5 seconds. But when I saw that email, I technically was like on a plane about to take off, so it's like I couldn't really like fully get my whole like, yeah, I got the job, yeah, I got the offer, I got the CJO. So when I went on my Instagram and I was just like, I got it, I got the CJO, I had so many people asking me, what is CJO? And I thought, when I was applying, I didn't know what CJO meant. When I saw other people say it, I thought I was the fish under the rock. But apparently it is not an everyday lingo or term. But CJO means conditional job offer. So, of course, when you are offered, you're going to be going to a training process. And the training process is either you really got to, you're not technically officially hired yet because you have to pass the requirements and exams with the airline that you got the offer for, and then there's a graduation. Then you're hired. So that's why it's a CJO, conditional job offer. So you still need to be on your P's and Q's. Some interviews, like I said, I've had done past face-to-face interviews. Most of the face-to-face interviews that I have done have been some group interviews where we did some icebreakers and they had us sit around a circle and we had to pick like out of a fishbowl question and then answer that question in front of everybody. This particular interview was my first time. Everything was individual, by myself, and of course I got called first. So once I passed through the first round, I was put in a room, and I want to say I was waiting around for a good 30 minutes till I start seeing other people that was in our group coming in. And I'm just like, okay. So then I didn't see who, since I was the first one, I didn't see who went in and who didn't come in and where's everybody else. So I was basically left like, confused and lost. And we had different recruiters interviewing us, and I love my recruiter. This probably was the most comfortable interview I've ever went with the airline. It was really nice, and I'm gonna go over vaguely because I can't really tell you really all the questions, the questions for it. You gotta kind of figure out yourself. Get some answers together. But like I said earlier, be yourself. They really want you to be yourself. And I want to just go over just a couple of questions. I want to say basically of course they're gonna ask you, why do you want to be a flight attendant? I'll let you know right now. Do not say because I love to travel. They're going to be like, no, duh, Sherlock. Of course, that's why we hope you like to travel, but they don't want to hear that. Give them something more, why do you want to be a flight attendant? Because blah, 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 blah. This job is all about helping others, customer service. Tie that in there somewhere. You like to interact. Why do you like to travel? Do you want to meet other people? Are you interested in different cultures? Tell them why. They know about traveling. Give them something else. Give them something else. Another question you could possibly get is, tell me about yourself. Now, I'm going to let you know that interview question. I got that interview question and I prepared for that. So I was Gucci. But when I was talking to other people who made it through that round and they got that question, they were a deer in the headlights. They didn't expect that question. So it's just, and it seems and it shouldn't be a hard question because you should know yourself. You should know yourself. And I'm telling you, when I got help from somebody and someone was asking me what was my goals, it threw me off. And I was on the phone trying to figure it out. And they're like, Ashley, breathe, calm down. Your goals, Ashley, what is your goals? And I'm like, let me think about it. It's not hard. We're making it harder than what it is. What is it about yourself? Where are you from? That's a start. Where are you from? Did you graduate college? If so, what kind of degree did you have? Something where you're telling about yourself, but then in the end, tie it into why you like to do what you do. Why do you like to interact with people? Why do you enjoy people? What is it? Like, show your customer service with it in the end. Like, tie it. Every question you will want to try to tie it in into customer service base, because flight attendant, your job is all about safety and customer service and making their customers are pleasant and comfortable, you know? So yeah, be yourself. That's why I kept saying be yourself. I'm going to keep on saying be yourself, but also tie it in to your skills and your qualifications. This is why you should hire me. They'll give you situational questions. They'll give you customer service questions. They'll give you scenario questions. Be prepared. When I tell you I researched. I also want to just say Glassdoor helped a lot too. So if you need to be out of line, Glassdoor.com helped me a lot. They had a bunch of like other interviews that people had went through and prepared you, just trying to get like a gist to what's going on. Like, another question could be like, how anything else that we need to know about you. This is where you're gonna sell yourself, people. Sell yourself. What else do you want them to know about you? Now, don't tell them that you like to just paint your nails. Tell them something else that involves your skills, your qualifications. Why? What else? I've served blah, 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 so-and-so for this many long years. What do you like to do? Are you an on-time person? Do you have like OCD where you want to keep everything clean? And how do you tie that into your everyday job? Are you punctual? Are you reliable? Tell them anything else that will make you above the other applicants. And I just want to just say smile. Do not stop smiling. They are watching. The moment you run into that group, maybe probably the moment that you are on the escalator in the airport or wherever that interview location's at, they are watching you. Watching. Always. Keep that smile on your face. Interact with other people. Don't stick to yourself. They are watching to see how you interact also with the group, seeing how you can be working as a team. Because at the end of the day, you're going to be working as a team with your crew, but then there's also going to be times when you're going to be working by yourself. So they need to know if you can work independently and also work as a team. So stay talking, interact, get to know where your the other candidates' names are, where they're from, see if they might like you have the same interests. Like, they want to see you mingling. Don't stay in the corner. I really want to say don't put baby in the corner, but that wouldn't work with it. But I'm going to say don't put baby in the corner. Don't you be in that corner now. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. And it can be a while. It could probably take a long time for the next step to go. So don't quit your job as soon as you get that CJO. Depending if they already have a date for you. My particular situation, all the summer training is filled, so most likely I won't be starting till the fall. So I'm not quitting my job until that happens, and we're gonna get like a phone call like towards the end of the summer about fall dates. Now you also gotta be prepared, because they also told us that anything can happen based on operational needs. Someone might decide they don't want to do it anymore, and the spot opens up in the summer. So regardless, I still need to be alert and still need to be prepared in case they did call me earlier about a particular, like, to move in and do your training process quicker. So I definitely would tell you, do not quit your job once you see that offer. Make sure you got yourself that training date. But thank you for being with Soaring with Ashley. Again, business suit, business dress. Just be yourself. Have fun with it. Don't show that you're nervous, even if you are nervous, because I'm telling you, I made sure I was nervous. I had to go to the bathroom first. TMI, probably. Sorry. But yeah. Have fun with it, guys.